Hey everybody, it's Mecha Draco coming to you with another video, and in today's video, we're going to talk a little bit about Count Dankula and his little issue with the law. Which, of course, everyone agrees is probably a load of shit. Anyways, to obviously summarize everything in case anybody doesn't know, surprisingly enough anyways, the idea behind Count Dankula is he made a video several years ago, or maybe about a year ago. I don't really know how long they've been pushing back the court dates for now, but I know it's been at least about a year or so since now. But he made the video where he made the pug make the salute of the Nazi salute whenever he said Kyle, and of course he also made the dog, react in a very excited way whenever he said gas the Jews, effectively making the quote-unquote pug look like a Nazi, which was sort of in a mocking term in a way, and it was a joke. It was literally a joke. In fact, even the person that he was doing the joke to thought it was hilarious. Quite funny. Now, he posted this video, and then apparently a couple of days later, a month later, I'm not entirely positive as to how long later, but it was a little bit later, he was effectively taken to jail. He got out of bond, no problem with that, but he was able to actually sufficiently, get out of all of that, and he went started going to courts and everything like that, and apparently as of, I think, the 20th, I believe was the exact date, he was in fact found guilty of a hate crime, doing the whole gas the Jews, Nazis, and everything else along those lines. Now, the internet is obviously in a gigantic uproar, and I would have made a video when this occurred originally, but I figured, since I'm doing my political videos on Friday, I'd wait till Friday to do it, to go ahead and do my little post about it. And what I wanted to go ahead and say is, first of all, obviously, of course, this isn't happening in America. If this was happening in America, I think we would probably be getting our guns and going out and, doing something about this. Because that is, in my opinion, a huge load of shit. In fact, actually, I think that this is actually on the level of scary beyond belief. That the government can actually bring themselves to the point to where they would find someone guilty for this kind of joke. And it's hilarious, and it's terrifying. It's just hilarious how dumb people have become, the governments in this world have become, but it's terrifying at just how dumb they've become as well. How completely ignorant to their own ideals and everything else that they have, and how hypocritical and just ridiculously just dumb how they've become, because This is huge. This is actually huge. And someone else posted a video. I'm pretty sure it was Vernaculus. He said that it really at this point does not actually matter what the judgment is, what he is sentenced for. It doesn't matter if he's sentenced to go to jail. It doesn't matter if he's just fined. It doesn't matter if any of that happens. The fact that he was found guilty is only thing that matters. It's all that matters. And I can't disagree with them. The fact of the matter is that the only thing that matters is the fact that they were willing to actually find someone guilty for a hate speech crime like this, because of something like this. This is, yeah, it was a dark joke. It was kind of a little bit of over the top. I can't deny that possibility, but it wasn't a horrible joke. It wasn't directed at anyone in particular. It wasn't in any way, shape, or form trying to cause violence or harm towards anyone. It wasn't inciting any kind of violence or harm towards anyone. It was literally just a joke. And they found him guilty of a hate crime against Nazis. It's bad. I mean, I can't even, I only hope that it doesn't get to that point where and no one's fighting back. That's the worst part about it. And that's the thing that nobody really truly understands. No one is fighting back. No one is. No one is standing up against this. No one is. I mean, there's people saying things. Sure, there are people who are out there, but let's be honest here. No one's going to do anything. I think at this point, we have gotten to that point where all of society, all of civilian society has just essentially just given up. They've given up on trying to actually have freedom. They've just given up on having freedom. They've given up on all of that. They just want to be ruled. I think they just want to be ruled. I think it's going to hit that point. I don't think that we're at that point. I mean, sure, there's going to be people who fight it back against it, but it's not going to be enough. Like, there's millions and billions of people on Earth, and I think at this point, it's just too many people are just content with their lack of freedom. They just want to be quote unquote safe, and that's all there is to it. I think that's all there literally is to it. I'm going to keep this video actually fairly short because it's really not that big of a talking point. I think everybody's really said everything that they can about it. And I'm just going to give my opinion on it. And the simple fact is that it's insane. It's crazy that we're at this point to where in our society we can actually find someone guilty of a hate crime when they say a joke. We're probably going to be reaching that point to where Orwell was right, or where Orwell's, whole concept of a society is going to end up becoming a real thing. And I want to point out Orwell's book is it's not a manual. It was a warning, and now we're at this point. So, gonna go ahead and end it there. I certainly hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, you guys know the drill by now. And of course, as always, guys, good luck out there, and don't forget to have fun.